live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Ball teed up, Logan Cook after the kick. And here we go from LA. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Shipley. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Brought in left side by Godwin. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. And the Broncos are in the nickel for this 3rd down. Herbert with a blitz coming. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
On 4th down, here's Herbert. Throw is caught by the back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it with all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Out of the gun, it gives to Shipley. 1st down play, that's a 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Herbert from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That's caught for the 1st. And they make the tackle at the 38. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So the officials are officially on board tonight. For the first time, a flag flies. Somebody moved early. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. They pick up 7 on the ground. That brings up 2nd and 8.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day one install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
You know what I like about that kick? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Shipley can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Another one for Shipley. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. Third and goal from the 1.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
Shipley. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Chargers finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Will Shipley touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone while getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
That one right down the middle. And the Chargers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. This one's going to bounce into the end zone and will end as a touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now the first run of the game for Javonte Williams. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Nick Snap to throw. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Neither side separating much so far. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They're looking at third and very long. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. New set of downs for him from the 46. Throwing on first down, Nix. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Again on 2nd and 10, Nix. It's taken in by Williams. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
And on 3rd down, looks like the Chargers anticipating pass here. They're in the dime. They'll throw again. Nix. Quick slant to Hawkinson. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. How about that play, Brock? On 3rd and 14, they find a way to convert. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43. Give to Williams from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Nix from the gun. He's got the hook up to Watkins. And he goes out a little short of the 40.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
On 3rd down, here's Nix. And he's taken down at the 30. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Has some space inside the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Hey, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, and head the other way for a big run.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Shotgun snap to Nix. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver. The Broncos finish off their opening drive. It's a T.J. Hawkinson touchdown. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. On now is Cook to kick this away. He's got the squiver. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he's brought down for a loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Escapes the pocket. We're at the 2-minute warning now from SoFi. The Chargers need some big yards in a hurry. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing now from the gun. This one falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Broncos get set to take over. First and 10 from the 41. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. First down, and they go right back to it. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. It's Nix out of the pistol. Dumped off to his running back. Oh, the football's loose. And it's scooped up by the Chargers.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting it off the field with the takeaway, but they add a nice little present onto the end for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Throwing now, following the turnover. That's going to be cut by Shipley. And this goes across midfield and into Broncos territory. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 3 now. On target to Godwin. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Hauled in by Godwin. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And the Chargers will have a first.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Forced out to his right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Now Herbert again. He's on the move. And what a risk, but he can't hang on. No interception, but nearly a turnover in the end zone.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
On third down, Herbert. It's an air touchdown. So Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Play action with Mix. On the move, headed right. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
I'll say this, if you're willing to chance a throw like that, an early down is where you want to do it. You try to shot downfield, it doesn't work out, but you still got time now to try to find something else on the play sheet.
Mix again on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. They can't connect as the coverage comes through. The 4th down stand. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
They'll head up first and 10 from the 42. They stay on the ground with Williams. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Running back sent in motion. Here we go, 2nd and 9. He'll get this one to Watkins. And He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Nix with it on first. This finds Franklin. And he's down inside the 35 before going out. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Broncos will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix. Dumps it off to his running back. He's got a gain of 6 there. Junior Colson bringing an end to that play.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Another run for Williams. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. Offense in the hurry up here. Out of the gun, it's Nix. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve complete. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field. They were all over that check down, ready to turn it into a negative play.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Throwing from the gun here. Chased out to his right. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Bertolet able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Throw left side, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They gain 14 on the play. And it brings up an LA first down. Shipley now up the middle. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Stopped by the unmistakable Max Crosby. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 46. Flush down out to his left. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
On 3rd and 2, Herbert. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, these 3rd and short situations, you rep them all the time. Snap after snap, rep after rep. You're expecting man-to-man coverage in that down and distance, and you're expecting to execute. That time on 3rd and short, they can't get the job done.
He's got it to his running back.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Put the ball into your hands, number 1. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
Only one quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the third. It's Chargers football as they try to hang on to a lead in a close game. They're now set for 1st and 10. On the give, here's Shipley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
He finds Shipley, complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Handoff now to Shipley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Finds his man, it's Godwin. Touchdown, Los Angeles! Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. It didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
That one splits the uprights. And the Chargers drive their lead to 11. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Nix. Buys time, rolling right. Finds a man, right side. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Working quickly here. Throwing on 1st down, Nix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule. You get a little something coming out of it, too.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. Escapes the pocket. It's caught, McLaughlin. And he's out of bounds right at that 25-yard line.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Getting out to his left. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough to blame him for that drop, Brock. Even if it would have been a touchdown, that was a great effort to defensively, timing that hit, keeping them from hitting the end zone.
Reaction and burst. You get in the red zone defensively, you'll hear it all the time. You cannot wait. You've got to react, and then you got to burst. And that defender does a tremendous job of breaking that pass up with contact.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And 4th and 4 coming up. On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And it pulls them back within one score here in the 4th.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Oh, did the Broncos get to that one? Yeah, looks like they did. Still more than a field goal game. They were going to get to this point sometime, and they decide that's the moment and deliver with the onside kick.
The hard part's over, right? That's what the numbers tell you. That getting an onside kick a whole lot tougher than going down and scoring a touchdown. Still, they got to execute, stay calm, and work their way down the field.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Nix from the gun. He fires one deep down the left sideline. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. We like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Has room down the left sideline. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chargers lead by 15 now. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Back to the air, Nix after the pick. Escapes out to the left. Throw complete to Williams. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Now to throw. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Broncos will have a first down. Here he is to throw. Forced out to his right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Broncos have to hurry here. Clock still running. To throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And they make the tackle at the 38. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He finds him beyond the marker. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out. The right call came in at the right time. Give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th. Throwing now. He's on the move. He just throws this one away.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
They'll throw again. Nix. On the move, headed right. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Now Nix on 3rd down. This will be caught by Watkins. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes all the way to the goal line, but gonna be out at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal. Williams. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. Now a try to keep a sliver of hope alive and make things a 1-score game. The kick is good, and they've moved back within a possession in the 4th. So with hardly any game left, they have time for this kick and maybe a couple plays. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Put the body on the line for his team. Now with just 7 seconds left in the game, we've got a timeout.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
They'll run it with Shipley. And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. And with 2 seconds remaining in our contest, we're going to see what both teams decide to do with this final play. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. From the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. His kick is good at the ends, but boy, Brock, we might see some words exchanged at midfield here as they add 3 to the win as time expires. So the Chargers come away with the win in this one. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back